Some of the most legendary hip-hop artists, whose music continues to inspire millions, tragically lost their lives in violent and mysterious circumstances. From the iconic Tupac Shakur to the rising star Takeoff, their stories are filled with fame, rivalry, and betrayal. Let's dive into the lives of the top 10 hip-hop legends whose untimely deaths still haunt the world.
1. Tupac Shakur. Tupac Amaru Shakur, born June 16, 1971, in East Harlem, New York, was a revolutionary artist. He was a poet, actor, and rapper known for his powerful messages addressing social issues like racism, poverty, and police brutality. His iconic album All Eyes on Me, 1996, solidified him as one of the greatest rappers in history. On September 7, 1996, Tupac was shot in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. He succumbed to his injuries 6 days later on September 13, 1996. His death is often linked to the infamous East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Theories point to both his feud with the Notorious B.I.G. and a deeper conspiracy. Despite numerous investigations, the case remains unsolved, leaving his fans and the world with endless questions. 2. The Notorious B.I.G., Christopher Wallace, better known as the Notorious B.I.G., was born on May 21, 1972, in Brooklyn, New York. Biggie's smooth flow and compelling storytelling made him a dominant figure in the rap game, especially with his breakthrough album Ready to Die, 1994. On March 9, 1997, Biggie was shot in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles, just months after Tupac's death. The details surrounding his murder are shrouded in mystery, with many speculating that it was a direct result of the infamous East Coast-West Coast conflict. Was it a retaliation for Tupac's death? Or was there something darker at play? The case remains unsolved, and theories abound about a possible connection to the murder of Tupac. 3. Big L. Lamont Big L. Coleman was born on May 30, 1974, in Harlem, New York. Known for his razor-sharp lyricism and complex rhyme schemes, Big L became a revered figure in the underground rap scene. He was a member of the group Children of the Corn, alongside Cameron and Maze. Big L was tragically shot and killed on February 15, 1999, outside his home in Harlem. The cause of his murder is believed to be tied to street rivalries, with many speculating about personal beefs. The case remains unsolved, but Big L's death ended the promising career of one of the most skilled lyricists in hip-hop. Was his death a result of his success? 4. Fat Pat. Fat Pat, born Patrick Hawkins on December 4, 1970, in Houston, Texas, was a member of the Houston-based Screwed Up Clique. He was known for his contributions to the Screwed music scene, remixing popular songs at a slowed-down tempo. On February 3, 1998, Fat Pat was shot and killed in Houston. The details behind his murder are murky, but many believe it was tied to a personal dispute within the local rap scene. Fat Pat's death was a huge blow to Houston's burgeoning hip-hop culture, and his legacy lives on in the city's music. Was it personal, or something bigger brewing in the streets? 5. Soulja Slim, born James Tapp Jr. on September 9, 1977, in New Orleans, Soulja Slim made a name for himself with his gritty portrayal of street life. He was an influential figure in the South and gained major recognition with his debut album Give It To, Raw. On November 26, 2003, Soulja Slim was shot and killed in New Orleans. His death was reportedly the result of a personal beef, although the exact motive remains unclear. Soulja Slim's passing left a void in the southern hip-hop scene, and his legacy continues to inspire local artists. Was his life a casualty of the street life he rapped about? 6. Proof. Deshaun Holton, known as Proof, was born on October 2, 1973, in Detroit. As a member of the group D12 and a close friend of Eminem, Proof was instrumental in shaping the Detroit hip-hop scene. He was known for his battle rap skills and deep voice. On April 11, 2006, Proof was shot and killed at the Triple C's nightclub in Detroit after an altercation broke out. It's believed that the shooting stemmed from a personal dispute. While the case was solved, Proof's death shook the Detroit hip-hop community, especially his close friend Eminem. Was it a tragic end to a night gone wrong, or did deeper issues lie beneath? 7. XXXTentacion, born Jaza Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy on January 23, 1998, in Plantation, Florida, XXXTentacion became a global sensation with his raw, emotional music. His albums 17 and captured the pain and struggles of youth, making him a voice for many of his generation. On June 18, 2018, XXXTentacion was shot and killed during a robbery outside a motorcycle dealership in Deerfield Beach, Florida. His murder was planned by armed robbers who targeted him for cash. The case was quickly solved, but his untimely death left fans devastated. Was his controversial past a factor in his violent end? 8. Nipsey Hussle, born Ermias Joseph Asghedom on August 15, 1985, in Los Angeles, Nipsey Hussle was a rapper, entrepreneur, and community activist. His album Victory Lap earned a Grammy nomination and highlighted his commitment to uplifting his community. On March 31, 2019, Nipsey was tragically shot and killed outside his clothing store in Los Angeles. The murder was reportedly linked to a personal dispute with a local man, and the case was solved with the arrest of the suspect. Nipsey's death was felt worldwide, especially among his fans who admired his activism and business acumen. Was his vision for his community too dangerous for those threatened by his success? 9. Pop Smoke. Bashar Baraka Jackson, better known as Pop Smoke, was born on July 20, 1999, in Brooklyn, New York. He revolutionized the Brooklyn drill scene and introduced it to the mainstream with hits like Welcome to the Party and Dior. On February 19, 2020, Pop Smoke was shot and killed during a home invasion robbery in Los Angeles. His death was a targeted attack, and several suspects were arrested. His passing left a huge impact on the drill scene, and he is remembered for his undeniable influence. Was it the price of fame? 10. Takeoff. Born Kurznik Karibor on June 18, 1994, in Lawrenceville, Georgia, Takeoff was a member of Migos, the influential hip-hop group known for their unique ad-libs and trap beats. Takeoff was often the quietest member of the group, but his contribution to their sound was undeniable. On November 1, 2022, Takeoff was tragically shot and killed during an altercation at a Houston bowling alley. The dispute quickly turned violent, resulting in his death. His passing devastated the hip-hop community, leaving a massive void in the Migos group and in the culture at large. Was his tragic death a random act of violence, or something darker beneath the surface? These 10 legendary hip-hop artists not only reshaped the music industry but also became victims of violence that shocked the world. Their deaths serve as a harsh reminder of the harsh realities of fame, rivalry, and personal conflict that often overshadow the legacies they leave behind. Despite their untimely deaths, their music lives on, continuing to inspire new generations of fans and artists. May their spirits live on through their art.